Usmanov. Simple.
I hear it, man.
It's simple as that.
Kroenke to Arsenal.
Listen, I'm not answering your questions because you just Googled stuff. You Googled bare stuff. Now you want to start Googling stuff. Now you want to start Googling stuff.
Say no more, man. Say no more. Say no more.
You want to start Googling bare stuff.
All right, chat, let us know who's in the wrong, man. We'll let the streets decide. In fact, better yet, let's do a poll. But let's do a poll. But now, just let us know in the chat because someone
do a poll. Do a poll. Just do a poll.
All right, what the streets
want? Makes more sense. It makes more sense.
Let me do that. Stop.
About what?
Who was right and who was wrong?
Oh, who was right and who was wrong?
I can't be wrong. I haven't shared.
And listen. If you're watching this on the replay, yeah, let us know in the comments who's right and wrong. Yeah.
I haven't said an opinion. How can I be wrong?
What? Hey, I can't lie, Hooks. You need to go back to school, man. Because I actually genuinely think you're saying things and you're not aware that you're saying them. He's
not aware of what happened. On the replay. He doesn't actually know what went on. He's just Googling a few things, throwing a few things out there, seeing a couple of articles, thinking, yeah, that suits that. He's not too sure. He doesn't really remember what happened back then. He's not really sure. He's just throwing things out there. The fact of the matter is, if you sold 15% to one thing, as far as I'm concerned, that's who you want to own it. So it's not really that hard. All of the intricacies, it doesn't really matter, really, does it?
So if you don't remember something, you're always wrong.
No, I'm saying you're arguing about something that you have no knowledge of.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you can't remember things, you're always wrong. Okay, cool. Say no more.
Not about arguing. It's not about that. I'm saying he sold his shares to
history. So whenever I'm asked questions, I know it all the way off top of my door.
No, you just have to keep quiet, like catching DG done. You don't have to talk. You don't have to talk.
I have to talk because DG should know. DG should know.
DG and Catch didn't say nothing.
I would love to know how we even got here.
I don't understand. He's just saying random things. What I remember, you know what I remember? I remember Nina Bracewell Smith. I remember her giving her shares to the Kroenkes.
Yeah, and I remember the were here, David, they wormed their way in and
David Dean giving his to Usmanov. That's what I remember. Regardless of whether this one I'm going to try and be clever with this, and David Dean comes like, yeah, because what I was trying to do was that, and use a bit of cleverness here, but above, son, it don't matter, above. You gave it to Usmanov, innit? Simple as that.
Hey, big up.
How did we get here?
Trust me. Hey, they made my life so much easier. Big up the man, there, man.
Yeah, man's commenting on his own account.
Hey, bro, stop.
Hey, Hooks, fair play.
Oh, Hooks, see Hooks, yeah. All right, cool. All right, wait. You know what we do, yeah? Ask Hooks to explain it. Let's do it. Let's do that. Ask Hooks to explain.
Yeah.
So he said David Dean was forced out of his position at Arsenal in April. He was not sacked, but rather his position was terminated. Yeah, get the next one. The next set that he put up. Yeah, Dean was hoping that whoever he sold it to would help him to be reinstated on the board. That was one of the conditions of the sale. If they get control, he runs it. Yeah. So what you explain that, Hooks?
I don't need to explain.
Because all he had to do was sell it to the Kroenkes, no? If he wanted the Kroenkes to win, right?
I don't have to.
Am I lying? If he backed the Kroenkes so much, why don't you just sell it to them?
Hey, at this point, I think it's pretty obvious the Kroenkes weren't going to reinstate him back onto the board. Hence why selling to Usmanov makes sense, because Usmanov probably agreed to reinstate him onto the board.
So who did he back?
Hey, I didn't.
What I mean, we're going around this.
Hey.
So who did he back?
All I did was post facts in the comments for anyone who should so care to understand.
So who did he back? Did he back the Kroenkes or did he back the? Do you think the Kroenkes will say, yeah, David Dean backed us?
I mean, it was David Dean who introduced the Kroenkes to Arsenal. So.
Do you think the Kroenkes would say, yeah, he backed us over Usmanov? Do you think they would say that?
I don't know. You'd have to ask them.
There we go. So don't take the defeat for David Dean either then. Don't say David Dean did it for this reason or for that reason, because you told me to ask the Kroenkes. Don't tweet for them.
It was reported by New.
Don't pick and choose.
DG, we don't read reports now. So I wasn't just watching your whole stream. When you
was you're saying multiple things and saying nothing. Like, what are you? Break it all down now. Yeah, fuck all of that. What are you saying? No. Forget all of that, Hooks. What are you actually saying? What is your point? And let's delve from there. Because you're saying bare things and nothing at the same time. Say what you mean and mean what you say. What are you saying? Like, what are you genuinely at 4 minutes to 5 p.m. right now? What are you saying? Like in relation to this, what are you saying? Because on one hand, you're saying bare things, then you're going, hey, we don't read reports. Put it in the chat.
Why am I being questioned?
Bro, man, I'm speaking in riddles, bro.
Why am I being
bare riddles, bro?
So what are you saying when you say he? So what he? Wait, one sec. So you said yeah, he introduced the Kroenkes and he backed the Kroenkes big, yeah, cool. He found that they weren't going to reinstate him, yeah. So he sold his shares to Usmanov. So who did he back?
What do you mean? Who did he back?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
He backed himself.
Oh my days!
He backed himself. If he,
get out of here, Hooks, man. Man. You're just trying to play fence. You're being offensive for no reason.
Yeah. I don't understand. You're dodging.
The argument is did David Dein back Usmanov or the Kroenke? That's what this whole debate's about. I say he backed.
He didn't back Usmanov because he believed in Usmanov. He believed that Usmanov would reinstate him back on.
Fine. I've understood that. I've understood that. I've understood that. Now I'm saying to you, he realized Usmanov weren't gonna do this, and he realized David Dein weren't gonna and Kroenkes weren't gonna do that. Fine. So he gave it to Usmanov. So in the end, who do you think he backed?
Who do I think he backed? I think he backed himself.
What? Hey, Steve, you're going mad. 15% of any club is big.
But what do you mean 50%? That was about 600 million or something, or 800 million or something like that.
Mad. I don't know how much.
Do you know what? These men don't remember. They don't remember the time. I actually remember this time when it was a big thing.
And they're not thinking about a global football business. Like 15%.
It's a big amount. You only have to get a certain amount to be a majority shareholder and all that, bro. Because there's a lot of shareholders.
If you get 2% of Arsenal, you're living a.
No, that's massive. 2% is massive. But I'm saying,
imagine 15.
Yeah, man, saying 15 ain't that big. 2%, you're living a very.
Nice, big. 15% is back. That's nearly $1 billion, man.
Bearing in mind that's his family as well. Like that's not a consortium where it's 15%, but then when you break it down, other people are involved.
Nah, it's big paper. It's big paper. And him and Nina Bracewell Smith, because they had such big chunks. Whatever they gave it to would swing this power shift to that other person. That's what would happen.
150 million.
If Nina, cool. If Nina gave it to Usmanov, for example, he probably would have ended up being owner of Arsenal. That's why there was because people were saying, "Oh, we want it to go this way," and one set of people said we want it to go that way. So you're saying that he backed the Kroenke, but he didn't give it to the Kroenkes. How does that make sense?
And then when Kroenke